Forget about that now.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so the theme of our lesson then is to look at the instructor's workplace.
Okay.
And we're going to do some activities that you'll like. You'll have some fun doing that.
Okay.
And when we recap this at the end of the lesson, you'll kind of see how we've taken this journey to help you understand the instructor's workplace without giving you a classroom session. So we're going to get out, do practical stuff. So we're going to start with route directions.
Okay.
Giving route directions. So when you did your theory test,
yeah,
when you were studying for that, did you come across the examiners? They use a method of giving route directions.
They do,
there is a
yeah.
method to it, and it's often used as an acronym, ADI, as a little breakdown as how you can remember the steps to take when giving route directions.
Alert, direction, I want to say intention, but it's not. Alert, direction,
Yeah.
intention?
Identify.
Close.
Yeah, so very good. So let me actually get an example. Got a little picture here. This is designed to be a little bit tricky.
Right.
So if you look at this roundabout sign,
Yeah.
if you wanted to go here,
Yeah.
if we were driving towards that, what would you say to me?
Okay, I would say I would like you to take the second exit on the roundabout towards St. Martin's, Ellismore.
Okay, cool.
Yeah? No?
We could
No, is that bad?
well, because they have to be clear, so there could be some misinterpretation. And if I explain, so the alert would be, okay, Howard, just, the examiner would do that. When you did your test, your part 2, he said, what can I call you today?
He did, yes, he did.
So that's so he can just alert you, so and use your name to be polite. And all
Of
that.
course.
So then the direction. So here, we're turning left, and it's the second exit. Because on this sign, there's 2 lefts on the roundabout, and there's 2 rights.
There is.
So what they would say is, okay, Ian, at the roundabout, I'd like you to turn left. It's the second exit. It's the second exit is the identifier.
It's the second exit.
Because if I can see that sign as we head up to it,
Yeah.
if I think, okay, we're turning left, I can think mentally, right, I've got a left turn coming up. If I know I'm turning right, I think right, I can start planning that earlier. So it just sort of saves any confusion, really. So that would be like an example. So that's quite a tricky one, because most roundabouts are just like a cross, aren't they? Like there's a left, there's a head, and there's a right.
There is.
So if you were directing me to go ahead at a roundabout at 12 o'clock, what would you say to me?
So head at the roundabout at 12 o'clock. Okay. Okay, Howard.
Yeah.
No,
we're not in roll.
No, I want to give a proper shot though. Okay, Howard. At the roundabout, please go ahead at the second exit.
Cool. So you've used an identifier there. Now you only really need to use an identifier when it's needed, like that one. There's 2 left, so second exit would be quite nice. Examiners are very concise on their instructions, so they would just say at the roundabout, okay, Howard, at the roundabout ahead.
Okay.
That's it. Simple as, wouldn't even bother saying second exit. If there's only one ahead, so if there's only one left, it's left. If there's ahead. If it's right, it's right.
I see.
If there's 2 lefts, it's the second, third, fourth exit. So that's sort of how they do it. So we're going to have a go at just on a simple route. You give me some directions.
Okay.
Just to get you into the groove of alerting me, then directing me.
Okay.
And then if you need an identifier, use an identifier.
Okay.
On this route, you shouldn't need to. It's going to be straightforward. Okay, so just so you to share the route with you, so you can direct me around. Do you know it reasonably well around this area?
I have a good idea of the area. Yes.
So what we're going to do, we're going to head towards the exit out of the car park.
Yeah.
We're going to turn left.
Okay, so left
Down
and right.
there to the roundabout.
Okay.
Left. They're all lefts. We go left, round. Then there's quite a long road, so you get to another roundabout. We're going to go left. Then that'll take us on the top road in that 40 limit.
It does.
Along there to that roundabout there, left. So then we'll be coming back down here. So we've just gone round the block. And then to finish it off at the next roundabout, that one there, we're going to turn right.
Right, but we're turning right onto the road there. We're not turning right and coming round again.
We're going to go down there, turn right into that road over there where that blue sign is.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're going to go round the block and then end up turning right. And so this will introduce role play, because this is our first part 3 session. And for a lot of this, for a lot of the training exercise, I become your pupil. And that can be weird, because I've been your trainer, and now all of a sudden it's like role reversal, and that can take a bit of getting your head round. And yeah, so we're just going to introduce the idea of you just treating me like a pupil.
Right, makes sense.
Now, I'm going to drive round there to the best of my ability. So I'm not putting in mistakes. I'm driving like as if I was on my part 2 test.
I see.
Okay. So you if there are any mistakes, they're real ones. They're genuine.
Great. Okay.
If I can't claim to be perfect. If there's a mistake, I didn't intend to do it.
Right.
Okay. So you're not concerned about, well, what's he doing wrong? I'm not going to try and trick you or do anything untoward. Literally, I would just drive to the best of my ability so you can give me directions.
Okay, fine.
No, see, I told you it's going to be easy, didn't I? Start easy peasy.
Okay.
And then we'll build it up, because then we'll change the route, make it a bit more complicated, and then we'll see how we get on with that.
Right.
Yeah. Cool. Right. So put that in there. So. As you can see, I'm just setting up my cockpit drill.
Yeah.
As your pupils would do when they get in the car, because you would have trained them how to do this using the SSM. All my mirrors are set. I am good. So, the hardest thing about this route is getting out of this car park. So we should just talk about that. Because I don't want to try and trick you, because it's not very well signed, is it?
No, so you got to go right here.
So I've got to go right, arrows going up, and then when I get to the ends,
to give way.
What way are you gonna? Where do I need to go?
You need to turn left.
I want to turn left, and then where am I going to go?
You're gonna turn left around the road and then turn right.
So you want me left around the perimeter, round there to the exit?
Yes, and then right.
Okay. The problem with this car park is, if I carry on round to the right, can you see that sign?
There's
it's supposed to be a no entry sign. The sun bleached it. It's faded. So that white sign actually will come to a no entry. So I'm going to have to go back down the aisle. So we're going to snake up the aisle there, round and round, and then round. So we're going to snake through to get to the exit. Okay. So like I say, I'm not trying to trick you, but and let's say, for argument's sake, I normally have my lessons here. I work here. I know it. So I can get to the exit. Okay. Then when at the exit, they give me my direction left and do that.
Okay.
So just relax. Yeah. Enjoy, and we'll get on with it. So now to say that I'm in roll, I'll just say like a curtain falling, like I'm in roll. If I come out of roll, I'll do that or lift the curtain. So it's just like a signal, so you know if I'm in roll, out of roll. So I'm in roll, and you're going to direct me out. Well, okay. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm all set. All done. All my cockpit drill. We're going to head towards the exit. I know my way out. So, but you're directing me off.
I'll direct you. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Okay, Howard, if you're ready, just please move off to your right.
Handbrake neutral.
Okay, Howard, at the giveaway sign, please turn left. And then if you could, please turn left again.
Oh yeah,
in
it's
between
no
these
entry,
barriers,
isn't it? There,
yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the sign's not very clear, is it?
No. I'm not sure what this is, like a little road. Yeah. At the end of this little road here, please turn right. And then please turn left out the exit.
Okay.
And then once you get to the little giveaway here, turn left again and head towards the roundabout, please. Okay, can you please take the first exit left at the roundabout?
Oh, the first exit. That's left, yeah?
That's left, yes. And then just head straight until the next roundabout.
Okay.
We are on the 30.
Oh yeah, there's street lights, aren't there?
Yes.
No other signs.
No other signs, no. We're now approaching a roundabout, so at this roundabout coming up, could you take the first left? Just go left at the roundabout. Now we're approaching another roundabout, so please take the first left or go left at this roundabout, please.
First left.
Yeah, so left. There's no other left, of course. Thank you. Now we're coming up to another roundabout. Can you please go right at the roundabout? It's the third exit.
Right, third exit, okay. So 1, 2, 3, come.
When it's safe to do so, can you please stop in a safe place?
Yeah.
Or pull up to the left.
I think these motorcyclists are practicing.
They are, yes.
I'm going to start turning here so they
Yeah.
get in their way. I don't want to ruin their lesson.
Okay, that would be ideal.
I can stick it out there, can't we? Great. I'll turn it. Hour on.
All right.
All right. So cool. How did it feel? The first little sample of, doing a bit of role play, giving directions.
It felt really good. I really enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed every second of that. Yeah.
Good. So what do you feel went well? What did you do well?
I think I'm good at giving instruction. I think the way I present my instruction isn't good though. So maybe just be a lot more clearer. So like you said.
Yeah, okay. Oh, well, we can talk about that. That come with practice because it's day one. Day one. We've just started, and it is just like a little introduction exercise just to get you into it. Yeah. So what would make good directions clear in good time? Don't want them too early, do we?
No.
We don't want them too late.
No.
too early could be confusing. Too late doesn't give me time to check my mirrors or signal on that. And I was getting them in good time, wasn't I?
Was it too early at any point though?
No, I didn't feel so. No.
Yeah.
So that was good. And yeah, the clearness, that's something you picked up on. Yeah, that could just be practice worked on. So, like, take for the first one, it was, you were saying about the first stack, so you could just say, look, at Howard at the roundabout, turn left.
Turn left.
And you were kind of working that out as we went around. And you will work that as you will see now. We're going to go do that again, and just to give you another chance to practice. And so if you need an identifier, use it.
Okay.
Like, i.e. it's the first exit. Because, good example, as you come down to this roundabout, the last roundabout where we turned right, it said turn right, third exit. That was good. Because that's the second exit was slightly to the right. It was kind of, if you're on a clock face, that would have been at 1 o'clock. And the third exit was more like around at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So that was really good to do that, because I could have gone round there and thought, I thought it said turning right. When I got round past 12 o'clock, I could have just taken the next exit and thought, well, that was right. So the fact that you put in that third exit, top, very good. So we're just going to go around and just do that again, and you will see, when you see this back, you will just see the difference.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I hope so.
I think, I mean, I don't know. Sorry, let me just get my head straight here. So basically, I don't need to say first exit, but can I still say it, even if I felt more comfortable doing it, or is it better just when we say just turn left?
I'll share a story with you now.
All right.
Right. When I first qualified as a driving instructor, I sat in the back of a test with my pupil, and we'd come out of here, and we would come out of the test centre, and this tree, so it's quite funny, right? The examiner said to the pupil, I think her name was Megan, he said, okay, Megan, at the roundabout, I'd like you to go ahead. And she went, is that the second exit? And he went, yeah.
Okay.
Then it's like, okay, Megan, at the next roundabout, I'd like you to turn right. And she went, is that the third exit? And he went, yeah. Next roundabout, Megan, I'd like you to go ahead. Now, the next roundabout, the ahead, the first exit, well, there was no left. So the first exit was ahead.
Right.
And he said, okay, Megan, at the roundabout, I'd like you to go ahead. And she said, is that the second exit? And he said, Megan, it's ahead. There's only one ahead. Go ahead. He's a bit rude. A bit like, oh. So she, after that, she stopped asking. She got the message. She thought, oh, you think grumpy? I won't ask him anymore. At the end of the test, now I'm not saying that's right or wrong what he did, but at the end of the test, he did pull me aside and said, because he knew I was a new instructor, and he said, Howard, help you with directions. If when directing them, if they're going left, just say left. They don't need to know the exit unless there was two lefts.
I understand.
If it is ahead, it's ahead, right's right. We're just going to keep it simple, because they don't need to ask us what exit is. Because as on the example, when we went going ahead, it was actually the first exit. She's saying the second. That's confusing. So it's just, there is only one ahead. So we don't even need to open that little can of worms. But he said if you went to the Hearts' roundabout, which has got multiple exits, then we would use that, because there's two rights and there's two lefts. And I went, all right. And I said, right, yeah, okay, I'll stop. I'll stop giving that, because I've conditioned my pupil to need that information.
That's right.
They're waiting for it, and they're like, oh, I can't compute. I don't know what to do.
No,
because I haven't had all the information. Well, they have. They just don't think they have. So you can see how. There you go. True story. my days as a driving instructor. So when I become an instructor trainer, I thought, do you know what? Day one, we're going to do this. We're going to get it. We're going to get it so you don't have to make the same mistakes and have the same embarrassment that I had with my pupils and my examiners. We're going to get it right, or try to. We'll do it. We're all doing our best.
The driving instructors really like using Mr. Muscle. That's the second one I've seen use Mr. Muscle now.
They've got a special offer in Macro. with 400 toilet rolls.
I've actually seen the offer, yeah.
Right, anyway.
Right.
So,
we digress.
we're just going to go around that block again, just to give you another practice. So, I'm in roll. Yeah. And before I go in roll, you're happy to direct me, so we're going to go ahead round the block.
Yeah.
Then right back into here. Yeah? Okay, so I'm in roll.
Okay, Howard, when safe to do so, please move on towards the roundabout.
Oh, the motorbikes are gone now.
Yeah, indeed. If you could go ahead at the roundabout, please.
Okay.
Okay, Howard, at this roundabout, please turn left. Okay, Howard, at this roundabout, please go left. Okay, Howard, at this roundabout, please go right, third exit. Howard, if you can, just turn in where we did last time, just in case the motorbikes return.
Okay.
It's safe to do so. You're going to turn off the engine.
Now roll. Good.
Felt
Difference?
much better. Yeah, I felt more confident. I mean, I do have to say please all the time, but I feel like naturally please just comes to me, so it just feels natural.
So you can see that, because what you're here training to be an instructor, teacher, and what you can see there is like the first time you did it, you learn, and then you come back, and without much direction or help from me, we've just done it again and nailed it. And it just doing it again gives you that experience, confidence. Oh yeah, if I was to repeat that, I'd know what to do.
Yeah.
So, okay. So good result. Done. Very good. So now we're going to change the route a little bit. So we're going to go to another area because there's some other training exercise we can do. But on the way, we can do route directions, and it will get a bit more interesting. So I have to ask you, because we need to plan a route, because obviously part of being a driving instructor is planning routes and sort of knowing. Because can you imagine if you was somewhere you didn't know, trying to direct a pupil? It literally would be like the blind leading the blind, wouldn't it?
Very much.
Because if
so, yeah.
I mean, you can imagine why if you didn't know the area, you would give late directions because you've got to work out yourself where you got to go. And then by the time you convey that to your pupil, it'll be a bit late.
Yeah, that's true.
Or it could be too early. Or there could be a turn hidden behind a big oak tree, which no one knows is there. And so knowing that, that's where identifiers would come in. So if we were going to take, the next road on the left, it's just past that big tree. Oh, I better start mirror signaling now, aren't I?
We
so
know
that
about
kind
it,
of stuff. So going into route planning, you really have to know your route to be able to do it well. So now, depending on how well you know this area, things could go adrift. So don't worry, because it's part of the learning. This is part of it. So I'm going to ask you, if you were to drive to Sainsbury's on Pound Lane from here, could you get here if you went via the roundabouts out that way down past the Costa Coffee? Do you know that well enough?
Sainsbury's, Pound Lane. I'm just trying to think of what the Sainsbury's are. Sainsbury's Pound Lane. Are you on about the one in the city?
No.
Sainsbury's
So
Pound Lane.
I might have to help you with this, because if you don't know the area well enough, then
I'm just trying to remember what Pound Lane is.
The blind leading the blind. Yeah. So if we let me just run this by you. You know, we went ahead at this roundabout.
We did.
Then at the next roundabout we went left and went round the block.
Yeah.
Well, at that second roundabout, if we turned right,
right.
You picture where I am.
Second roundabout, we turn right. Yeah,
So
that would lead us. Would lead us to the next roundabout, the big one.
Yeah. And then if we went right there, we'd be heading towards the city.
Down Yarmouth Road.
Yeah. So then we'd come to the Costa Coffee roundabout. We'd be ahead.
The mini roundabout. Oh no.
To rewind a bit. So just before you get there, so you're going to turn right, go down towards the Costa Coffee. There's a roundabout. Audi garage on the left.
That's right.
Going to go ahead
to the next roundabout, which leads to.
Then there's a railway bridge.
Yeah.
A low bridge. Going to go under that to that roundabout there. Going to go ahead at that one.
Are you on about the mini roundabout?
We're not there yet.
Okay.
Now we're coming up to the mini roundabout.
Right.
So can you picture that mini roundabout?
Yeah, I can picture the mini roundabout.
We're going to go right there.
Oh, that's Sainsbury's, of course. Yeah, the big one.
There.
It's literally right.
So at that mini roundabout, we go right. There's a zebra crossing. There's Sainsbury's on the right.
There is, yes.
And a set of lights in front of us.
There is indeed, yes.
We're going to go left for the ring road.
Which will lead us towards the Heartsease roundabout.
Yes. We're going to keep going to the Heartsease roundabout. Then when we get there, direct me towards Cromer. Don't say Cromer. Give me the directions in the way that you've been doing.
Okay. I'll read the signs for Cromer and give you the
So you've
directions.
got to see that sign.
Okay.
And you've got to give me that information in good time. Hopefully so I can still see that sign as well.
Right.
I might give you a little nudge and say the sign's coming up. You need to be on it here. Right? And then, so once we've done that, then I'm going to take us into a housing estate, and I'll just say, look, get me to take next right, and then you still direct me.
Okay. So,
because I wanted you to try and be independent on those route directions, and if you can get me to the Heartsease roundabout, heading towards Cromer and the airport, but don't say that. Give me the route direction in
towards
the format
Cromer and
that
the
we've
airport.
been saying.
I know where we're going. Yeah. Okay. I know the route.
So it's going to get more interesting now.
It is.
Because there's a lot more stuff happening.
It's quite a busy roundabout.
Just see how you get on, see how you feel, and again, I'm still driving to the best of my ability.
Of course.
There's no. I mentioned this off camera. You know, you've got your pedals down there, but you wait. In this exercise, you don't need to touch them pedals or do anything.
Yeah, that's fine.
All you got to do is give me direction. You can watch me what I'm doing. You can see if I'm making any mistakes, but that's not the plan, because if I do make a mistake, I'd like you to be able to point it out
Mm.
at the end of the drive. If you say,
I'll
watch,
do my best.
just to get you watching me. Be aware of what I'm doing. Okay, so you happy where we've got to go?
Yes.
If you get lost, just say, look, I'm lost, tell me, and I will, okay, to get you to where we need to be.
Mm.
Got a plan?
Yes.
And roll.
All right. Okay, Howard, when safe to do so, please move off. Okay, Howard, straight ahead at this roundabout.
Okay. I didn't signal there. Is that all right?
Yes. I don't think there was anyone to benefit from it, actually. I didn't see any other vehicles.
Yeah, there was no one there, so I just didn't think I need to do that.
No, there's no need to. Okay, how did this roundabout go right, please? Maybe your third exit. Yeah. Okay, how did this roundabout? We're going to go right. You're going to need to be in the right-hand lane.
Yeah, you can't turn right in a left-hand lane, can you?
No, you can't, no. There are also road markings, so this one will go straight ahead and this road marking will have a right arrow on it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, this roundabout goes straight ahead in the left-hand lane. So just move into the other
Oh, you
front
can use
side.
both lanes.
Normal driving position will always be to our left in the left-hand lane.
Okay. Well, if I wanted to overtake, would that be alright?
I would not overtake on a roundabout. It wouldn't be the safest of things to do.
No, I would.
We're approaching another roundabout ahead. Just go straight ahead at this roundabout.
Oh, Norwich, yeah?
Yes. You can stay here. You don't need to go in between. This is mainly for large
No, that's
vehicles.
for lorries, yeah. It's 40 down here, isn't it?
It is a 40, yes. You can see the 40 repeater signs on the lampposts. Right, we're approaching a mini roundabout. Turn right at the mini roundabout, please.
Okay.
It is quite a busy road, quite a busy roundabout actually.
Oh, they just done a U-turn on a mini roundabout. They made it though, didn't they?
They did.
Can you do that?
No. I mean, technically it's taking a third exit, so there's no one on the zebra
I
crossing.
did read that you shouldn't attempt to do a U-turn on a mini roundabout.
No.
But look for other people doing it.
The van looked like it was going to go there.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he
I
did.
had my signal.
Right, so we're going to be turning
Right.
left. Right,
Oh.
so left here, you see
Oh.
where the silver car's going, so follow the slip road to the left, stay in the left-hand lane.
So I think he's going to get me to stand right then.
Oh, of course. Okay, at the end, this is a giveaway sign, so
Yeah,
we'll
see
take
the
to the
signs,
centre.
faulty signs, give way.
Yes.
Yeah. On my way.
Of course, it's always good to be aware of cyclists on this road, since we have a cycle lane to our left.
Oh yeah, I see that. It's got a break on white line. Taxi's coming up fast behind, isn't he?
It is, they should be
doing 40.
well, it should be a minimum of 2 seconds
What's going to
behind us.
overtake me then?
I hope not.
It's coming to a 30 now, so just going to ease that speed up gently.
We're approaching some traffic lights. Okay, out at the traffic lights, please go straight ahead.
Okay. Well, he's so close, isn't it, this taxi?
He is, yeah. That's taxi drivers for you, eh?
Seems impatient. Look at his hand gesture. He's not doing anything rude, but he's just not, you know, like, he seems a bit annoyed.
They usually are, yeah.
Maybe he's got, you know, a hurry or something.
You'd be surprised because I think they charge by the mile. So you'd think they'd ride that as long as they could. I would.
Oh, I think that's a private highway. He's not a hackney carriage.
No, that's right.
He's not on a meter, is he?
So they have set rates.
I don't want to upset him. I better be away from these lights in good time, don't I? Oh, here we go.
You don't have to worry about him. I mean, ultimately, you know, he needs to leave a 2-second stopping gap. So he has a duty of care to drive safely on the road as well.
Since you look back at him, he seems to be driving differently. He seems to be. Maybe it's just reminded him that I've got my old plates on.
I think he has woken up a bit, yes, and realised.
This sign here, 20. Do I have to do that?
No, only when the lights are flashing.
Oh.
That is usually when school is out, when there's school children around. You might see the lollipop ladies about.
Okay, yeah. So if that's flashing, that's a 20. Got it.
Yes. Should be flashing now. No, it won't be flashing now. Okay, Howard, we are approaching a roundabout.
Okay.
I'll tell you where to go very shortly. Okay, out of this roundabout, take the third exit to your right. So you can see there are 4 exits, so we're going to take the third one that says Cromer, Norwich.
So roundabout right, third exit.
Yes. It is quite a busy roundabout.
Oh, yeah, I like busy ones. That's me.
It's a proper day, look. Jesus.
Now we're going to take the second right. That's the first.
Okay.
Instruct me on the second one. Direct me on the second.
Okay, Howard, we are approaching a right-hand turn, which is right behind these traffic lights. So just behind these traffic lights.
That's it. Next right, yeah?
Yeah, next right.
Go in front of him, can't I?
You can. It is safe to do so.
20 limit, school.
Yep. This is that's a prohibition sign, so we have to do 20. Yeah.
On a bus route as well, aren't we?
We are indeed. Yes.
A lot of parked cars.
Yep. So I mean, you wouldn't necessarily do 20. You can go a bit slow around these parts.
Yeah, I'm only doing just over 10.
We're approaching a mini roundabout. Go straight ahead. We do have a bus coming. Do we Do be aware of that. There's also a bus stop right behind this mini roundabout, so go straight ahead again at the mini roundabout. Do be wary, it's quite narrow here. Still into 20. And just follow the road round this sharp little bend here. Okay, how if you take this left here? Oh, just follow the route round. Okay, sorry. I don't know if you want me to just direct randomly round here.
Next left.
Next left, okay.
I'll let you know if we need to turn.
Alright, understood. Okay, if you can take this left over here.
Okay. Left at the roundabout.
Okay, how just go left at the roundabout?
I don't think she saw me, did she?
No, she didn't.
I think she's pulling off from the right side. She couldn't really get a view, could she?
No. You can't get much of a view past that car.
And then asked me to pull up in a safe place on the left.
Okay, how can you pull up in a safe place on the left, please?
Okay, yeah. I won't pull up here because we're near a junction.
No.
I can see somewhere up here that might be safer. Get away from these junctions. There's driveways there. I want to continue a little bit further. Don't want to pull up on the bend. So, oh, this will be okay, won't it?
Yeah, this will be fine. Thank you.
Alright.
Right.
Alright.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's fun.
Get your shades on.
It's because it's so bright. Yeah.
No, it's not. Yeah, have you.
Is that okay? Yeah.
Look like an examiner there.
Thank you.
Shades. Because do you know why the examiners wear shades?
So you can't see the eye movements? No?
Well, hopefully I'm looking at the road. I wouldn't be looking at what they're looking at. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. No, what it is, when you got a low sun,
Right.
if you put your visor down, can you see what's going on behind? You'd lose your mirror, wouldn't you?
You would, yeah.
So they like to see, obviously. When winter, low sun, they'll always have a pair of sunglasses. They've all got them. Because your pupils might ask about whether they can wear sunglasses.
Right.
And so, what would your advice be?
Well, yes, I don't see why there's a problem. There wouldn't be a problem wearing sunglasses.
If it helps me see, can't be a bad thing in a low sun. So, but we might just advise our pupils, especially if they've got thick sides. If they're just checking their mirrors by flicking their eyes like little eagle-eyed action man, that wouldn't work. They got to move their head because the examiner needs to know they're checking their mirrors if they can't see their eyes. So that'd be the advice. But yes, they can. Right. Anyway, bit about sunglasses. So I'm sitting here with the engine running. What would be the advice on that?
To turn it off.
It would be. And why is that?
Well, saves fuel, saves wear and tear on the vehicle. It's not environmentally friendly, which is probably the main answer you're looking for. Yeah.
Could you tell? So yeah, that's the one. Because when in fact in Norwich, it's an offence in March 2018. You Google it.
You're not allowed to leave a car
idling your engine. There's some councils in Norwich, in the country, Norwich being one of them, that are £40 on the spot fine. Idling your engine in the city centre. So if like you're just you know, you see it a lot in London, don't you? Chauffeurs waiting outside Harrods, you know, all running their engines, keep it all cool. Can't do that. You've got to turn them off. So not like get shop at Harrods a lot, you know, just put that in there.
No, it's a bit expensive, yeah.
So so the advice would be while you're talking, briefing, we'll turn it off. Anyway, let's review that. So how did you find giving my directions this time? Bit more tricky.
A bit more tricky, yeah.
Yeah.
You were engaging a lot more. You were asking a lot of questions.
Yeah, I didn't tell you about that, did I? I just started to throw in some questions.
You did, yeah. It was interesting. I quite enjoyed it, though. It mixed things up. It made me do a bit more as well.
Yeah. So how did you feel your directions were this time? Were they clear in good time?
I'd like to think so. Yeah, maybe. I was waiting for the chroma sign, so maybe if the chroma sign was a bit early, I could have waited till I saw the sign.
Yeah. Well, you were doing your best. You were reading as far as you could, and that was good. Like, you delivered that instruction to me when that sign was clearly in vision. I had plenty of time to look at that. And when what did I repeat back to you when you give me that direction?
You confirmed the direction. You confirmed third exit, Chrome and Norwich.
Yeah. So when you, it's good that we're recording this, because when you watch that back, think about the amount of words you're using.
Okay.
And I repeated it back, and I said, roundabout right, third exit. That's what it's needed.
Okay.
So I was just very short to the point, because that's all I need to know. And whereas, well, you watch back, I can't remember exactly. But there was a lot more. There was a lot more words used to get that. So you can say, okay, Howard, at the roundabout, using a location's really good. Yeah, really good point. Because if you say, let's say there was a roundabout coming up and 3 roads on the right, and you said, okay, Howard, we're going to be turning right at the roundabout. Well, by the time that right's left your lips, I could be like, what, here? Point down there. Like, no, at the roundabout. The roundabout, not yet. Bloody hell, I'll give you more time. So by given a location at the end of the road, at the roundabout, at the traffic lights, their eyes will go to that point and they know that's where they're turning. So location is really a good point to use. So whilst we were going along, you were giving me directions. Okay. Then you started to do a little bit more than that.
I used my hands again about.
Well, what about lanes? You were telling me about what lanes. For example, we were the third roundabout we did. We were going to be turning right.
Yes.
And you gave me some advice to use the right lane.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you need to do that?
Well, if you're role playing an advanced drive, then hopefully you would know that already. But I felt that was necessary, considering that I know at that roundabout, that right-hand lane makes you go right, and then staying in the left-hand lane will make you go left. So I think giving you that advice would have given you enough information to do that.
That would just be a bit over instruction.
Is that okay?
Because all you're doing at the minute,
right, is
giving me direction to someone who can drive. Because I said I was a driver Part 2 style,
right?
So a fault-free. So a capable driver, if you're telling them what lane to use, then it can get a bit messy. Over instruction, sort of telling them what to do, because you did say about going ahead at a roundabout. You said you'll need the left lane. And I went, oh, you can go ahead at both of these here. I would have overtaken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have done, couldn't I? Well, on that situation, it wasn't really worth it, to be honest. But on another day, if that was queued up in lane 1 and I'm going ahead and I'd go past them and overtake and merge back in.
There's no harm in that. No, you can do that.
Yeah. So there's nothing wrong as long as I do that safely and don't cut people up and I'm using my mirrors and doing everything I should, then I can do that. So the point I'm just making is that it's good because you're thinking ahead. You're thinking, right, I'm giving directions. Now I want to give instruction. as well. Because if you think, we briefly looked at the marking sheet earlier. This competency that we're looking at, that we're working on, is did the instructor give directions and instructions clearly and in good time. I'm just aware there's a car, bit of activity there. Keep an eye on them, because if it's making it difficult for them to get out, we'll move forwards. But she's unloading, isn't she? So
Looks
we just
like it,
keep an eye.
No, go back
That's
in the
good.
house. Yeah.
All right. So, and that's another thing. While you are sitting here, apart from having your engine idling, stay frosty. Just be aware of your surroundings all the time, because someone wants to get out and we're just in their way or blocking their view, we'll move. No questions. We'll just put a hand up and we will move. And a good way to do that might just be to crack the window open so we can sort of hear things as well. Just have our awareness levels raised a bit.
That explains why half the time you opened your window randomly when you stopped. I see why you did it now.
Yeah, and it can steam up as well. So by the time you want to move, you've got a back steamed up window and you're like having to wait. So it's a time thing as well, and awareness. So, Okay, so good. So you've given me directions. You started to step into instruction. We're not doing that yet. We will. Yeah, there will be time, and I'll let you know when we're going into instruction mode. By the end of it, you'll be doing it all, juggling all balls all at the same time. To do this. Very good.
I did notice something actually,
Yeah.
which you got me with, and it made me think really hard. And I actually had to really change so I wasn't telling you things. So when we took the mini roundabout and we turned right, I said right, Howard, instead of okay, Howard. And you said okay, turn right. Then I thought, don't say right again. At that moment, I was like, okay, never say right.
So I repeated that back.
Yeah,
Now.
you did.
Right. Oh, right. I thought you want me to go right.
Yeah.
So that's so easy done. If you just use that in your everyday language, then right. What we're going? Oh, right. No.
Yeah, that woke me up immediately. I was like, oh wait.
So
wait.
if you think about, I'm glad you raised it, because God, I didn't want to forget that, because that's why the instructor will say, "Okay, Ian," rather than right. You're getting my attention with right,
Which is wrong.
direction, right. Off I go. So very good, picked up on that. And yeah, just think through that section. You were talking about the give way signs. Look at the give. I'm at that ability
You are.
to know signs. And I was talking about things like the taxi driver. And I'm doing that to encourage you to be aware of what's going on behind. Because awareness of your surroundings, as we just said, spotting her, is one of the top skills. And we're going to spend a lot of time on that skill. But why not just start with it today? Now, people watching the video will pick up on, so I will mention it. When we moved off out of the car park, and each time we've moved off, where do I look as the driver?
You're lost. Just before you move off, you'll always check your blind spot.
I'll do all this.
Yeah.
And then when the car moves, where do you look? Or where should you look as the instructor?
Blind spot. Right. Oh, as an instructor.
Yeah, if we were moving off from here, where we're parked now,
I guess I would turn and look there to make sure there's nothing coming.
that's it. So you'd watch me first, do that to make sure I do. Because if you're looking out the back, you'd miss me doing that.
Of course.
And then when that handbrake's going off and the car starts to move, then you do your instructor check. And that's, again, an awareness thing. So look, we're doing awareness when we... That's not even part of the theme today. But you can't escape it. It's like, it's there. So that's good that we bring that in. So anyway, what we're going to do now, you're going to like this. We're going to change the activity, and we're going to be driving around this block.
Okay.
So as you can see, the route I've picked is not designed to be easy. We've got nursery routes and we've got sort of more intermediate routes. This route has got lots of parked cars in it. Lots.
A lot.
Lots of houses, terrace houses, lots of driveways, flats, restricted vision. We're on a bus route as well. People park on the bends. There's just a lot going on, isn't there? And that's why I picked this route, to make this more of a challenge. So what we're going to do to introduce you to your new workplace, the instructor's seat, me and you, we're going to drive around the block as like a team.
Okay.
So basically, for the first exercise, you are going to drive the car from that side. You've got 2 pedals down there. I've got 3. Which pedal is missing?
The gas.
The gas. Do you know why the gas isn't there?
Because, I mean, as an instructor, you don't technically need the gas, right? You don't need to make the car go forward. That's what the people does.
Yeah. I said you could, if you wanted to have a gas pedal fitted, they do them. You can buy them.
But you have to have them removed for tests and that.
Yeah.
It's kind of pointless.
And do you know why you have to have them removed for tests?
So the examiner doesn't accidentally hit the gas pedal?
Well, I don't think he'd know what he's doing,
Yeah, I
hopefully.
guess.
But he won't go out. An examiner, he or she, won't go out with a brake, with a dual accelerator. Has to be removed.
I read that, yeah.
And do you know why?
No,
Why won't they do that? Well, if I'm out on my driving test and we're speeding, well, if you've got a set of pedals that could an accelerator, so well, you did it, can I?
Oh yeah, you can.
So the examiners are, they can't do that. So they, for that, their own protection, I guess. That's why they won't go out if there's a pedal in there. So they can stop the car, but they can't make it go faster. What about if there are no pedals? Wouldn't an examiner go out with a learner with no pedals for a test?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah.
That's it. So you've got 2 pedals, and so if you just press the clutch pedal down for us, and then the brake.
Actually, hold on.
And do you notice that as you're doing that, my pedal goes down? So there's a risk there, isn't there? If you were to demonstrate something, you could quite easily crush your pupil's feet if they were left under them pedals.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if ever you're going to touch them, just make sure your pupil, if you were doing a demonstration on emergency stop, for example, you're going to show them how you want to press that brake nice and firm. Make sure their feet aren't under them pedals when you're... So, okay, so you're getting used to the pedals. Make sure you can reach the pedals.
Yeah,
and that you feel comfortable.
The seat goes back any further, so...
You've got your little mirror that you've been using earlier.
I have, yeah.
Okay. The mirrors are set up for me, so they're not adjusted for you in any way, but you can use them. And you can use your peripheral vision by looking round. So this is the challenge if you are prepared to accept it. Right?
I think I know what's coming.
We're gonna you are gonna drive round the block. Okay. And get us back here. Pull up somewhere safe.
Right.
My only jobs in this are to steer the car.
Yeah.
And I'm very good at that. I can steer. And because you haven't got an accelerator, I will press the gas pedal.
Okay.
But I'll only press the gas pedal if you ask me. So you can, if you want it on, gas on, gas off.
Gas on.
So this is the gas on game, like gas on French. Joke. Gas on. So gas on, gas off. Gas on, gas off.
Gas on, gas off.
So responsibility for this drive is with you. You're going to drive. You're making all the decisions. We've come up to a T-junction. You decide whether that's safe or not. Yeah. And that's how we're going to do it. If, however, because it is, your first time doing this, if you get in a muddle and you're not dealing with a situation, like you forget that you're supposed to be braking, I might say to you, look, remember you've got control of the brakes. And if you don't, then I'll just stop the car with my brake. Okay, so I will make sure we will stay safe, but you are driving. And I'll only take that control back if I feel there's a safety issue, just to give you a go. And then we'll talk about what was the purpose of this exercise at the end. Why are we doing this even? Because it seems a bit weird, doesn't it?
I have an idea, yeah.
So let's have a go and see how you feel. So we're not doing role play.
No.
This is me. This is you. Engine started because I've got a key. You in? So you're going to be doing the gears. You'll be handbrake. You'll be signalling if we need to signal. You're doing
I'm
a lot.
signaling as well, and
Yes,
the handbrake.
yes.
Okay.
You won't need the window wipers. They're on my side. It's not raining. You won't need them. If it did rain, I'd put them on.
Okay.
So you've got control of the car.
Okay.
Okay, mate, and you're in charge of safety.
All right.
Right,
Okay.
it's going to be a laugh, isn't it?
Oh,
Okay. And I'll direct you. We're going to go round the block, left,
Okay.
left.
Right, gas on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gas is on.
Oh, I've got to do the gears as well. Gas off, gas off. Okay, I'll do the gears as well, alright.
Yeah, you do.
Alright, hold on. No, my head's in there. Okay, gas on.
Gas is on.
Gas off.
Gas is off.
Gas on.
Gas is on. At the end, left. So
Okay.
I'm steering. You're doing everything else.
Gas off.
Gas is off.
Okay.
There's nothing behind.
Gas on.
Gas is on.
This is weird. Gas off.
Yep.
Gas on.
Gas on. Going right down to the end of the road and then left at the end.
Okay. Gas off.
Gas is off.
Gas on.
Gas is on.
Yeah. Push. Yeah, it's gonna. That's fine.
Good.
That does not to benefit, but I don't know what's coming. Gas off.
Gas is off.
Gas on.
Gas is on. Sorry, that's a bit too much.
Oh yeah,
That's my
it's
bad.
fine. Yeah, I had clutch down still.
Gas is on.
Yeah, gas off. Gas off.
Yeah,
Gas off.
Gas is off. Next left.
Next left. Gas on.
Gas is on.
Don't need to see those on. Yeah.
Roundabout left.
Gas off.
Gas is off.
Gas on.
Gas is on.
Alright, gas off.
Gas is off.
Gas on.
Ooh, gas is on.
Gas off. Gas on.
Gas back on.
Stay behind him.
So we've got a cyclist ahead, nothing behind.
Yeah, but he could swerve out of this car now, which he's doing. Gas off, I guess. Yeah, gas off, gas off. Well, gas, just gas off. Yeah, we'll just stay behind him for the time. Gas on, but just a little
Yep.
bit. Just a little bit of gas.
I won't get close to him. I won't do anything stupid.
No.
Lorry coming up behind.
Bus coming from the left. Gas on.
That's the right end. But anyway, I know you mean. Lorry very
Yeah,
close
yeah,
behind.
that's what I meant.
Are we going
Right,
to pull up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gas off.
Gas is off.
Engine off.
Good. We're not in roll, so we're not coming out of roll. Engine's going off.
I'm just looking around.
So,
Left, right.
how did that feel?
I'm not gonna lie, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that.
Can you see the route This is interesting, isn't it? There's a lot there.
There's a lot there, yeah.
That's more for the video that I'm, because they won't know that we had a cyclist lorry very close behind as we're doing that. And also I'm verbalising it to make you aware there's a risk. And that's, as an instructor, how I'm sort of managing my risk in this lesson, just to make, you know, so we know what we're thinking, that we are in a risky situation, we might have to do something. So good. So yeah, so it felt good. So I don't know what question to ask. What question could I ask? Why did we do that? Why do you think I got you to do that?
I think as a driving instructor, you are always mentally driving the car. I mean, you may not physically be doing it, but you're always mentally driving the car. So you're always keeping an eye on brakes, you're always keeping an eye on gear, you're always making sure it's safe to do.
That's it.
Yeah.
That is it. Because the minute you knew you were having to do that, you're like, see, you're like, you were like on it. You were holding on to that as you were going there. You were like, you were like. Yeah, do you know what I mean? You were like red alert. On 5. You were like, right, bring it on, right, I'm ready.
I was on that door pretty tightly. Yeah.
And mentally, when you're sitting there, that's how you are as a driving instructor. You're like, do you know, in a heartbeat, I might have to take control of this car. We take out a cyclist or kiddie runs out. And you're like, you're mentally in that state. You won't physically be doing that, but mentally you're like there. And because this is under the theme of the instructor's workplace, without me saying, oh, you should set your seats, you should do this and this and this, you just instinctively thought, right, I need to do this. If you had anything on your lap, which a lot of trainee instructors do, they have their briefing packs, pens and highlighters and all this paraphernalia.
I wouldn't have anything
would
like
you
that.
want all that on your lap?
No, God, no. That'd be
I mean,
awful.
you just couldn't be in control. Just like when you're a driver, you don't have stuff on your lap, you don't have put things in the footwell, because you are driving. And as a driving instructor, when you've got a provisional license holder sat here, what is your legal responsibility? Yeah,
As a driving instructor,
yeah,
I mean,
or as a supervising driver.
it's to make sure that I guess my legal responsibility is always to make sure that I'm operating at a safe standard, right? So I always have to make sure that I'm not distracted by anything, by phones or anything like that. I have to make sure I'm always supervising the student.
So that includes mum and dad giving their sons, daughters lessons. When they sit there with ML plates with a provisional license holder, they are the supervising driver. So when they start using their phones,
6 points,
or
£200.
Cost of coffee, 6 points. Yeah,
6 points.
So a lot of people know that. And weirdly, a driving instructor in Norwich, when the day that it went up to 6 points, was caught on their phone on a lesson. Well, obviously not going to mention that name. I wouldn't do anyway. But yeah.
Unlucky,
you know,
yeah.
so you think, well, what was that, an awareness thing? Did they not realise that would be an issue? So hence why day 1 of your training in part 3, it's in there. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do it again. We're going to repeat the exercise because you've done it once.
Yeah.
You've sort of seen what that was like. You know the route now.
Yeah, I do.
So now let's have another go, just to bed them skills and to make sure you feel happy doing it. And what it also shows is that at any point, if your learner has a meltdown, has a stress out, because they might get the red mist coming down where they don't function or upset,
I've had that.
then
yeah.
you can take control and get them somewhere safe, couldn't you? You could just get them somewhere safe if they've lost the plot. You'd still need them to help you steer, but you could, and press the gas, but you could literally get somewhere, couldn't you?
Yeah,
And
you could.
without swapping seats at a roundabout, you could just like, right, I'll help you here, get you out of this little bother. Bit like if a child was swimming and drowning in the deep end. That's how you need to do this. Come on, kick your legs. Come on, kick your legs. You're drowning. You wouldn't do that, would you?
No,
You'd be
no.
like, right, do you know, I'll pick you out.
Yeah.
You're out. And that is the equivalent of what you're doing. You're just taking over. We do a module later where we deal with using the dual controls properly, because there are protocols and things you should say. But this is just day one. Let's get you having a go. Have a go. Have a go.
I'm actually quite happy with doing this.
So we're gonna do that little block again. So again, you're in control. You'll remember to put in gear this time. Yeah. And also, because that was a pretty good drive. It was nice. We had to deal with that oncoming car. It was like, this is why this route is good for this, because you have to make decisions, and because you are thinking like the driver, this is a route to make you make decisions and how to deal with the buses and all that sort of stuff. So over to you. Part 2. So I'm covering the gas, but I'm not pressing it.
Right, okay, so let's have a look.
It's that man again.
It's the same guy. Is he just doing circles around the block?
So we're going to follow him around.
Okay, great. Exactly what we want. Right, so gas on.
Notice I still check. Junctions I still check. Do you know what the noise is?
Seat. No, what the hell?
Handbrake.
Oh.
There you go.
Sorry. Gas off.
Gas is off.
Gas on.
Gas is on. You know where we're going?
Left. Gas off.
Gas is off.
Oh, that's bright again. Alright, stop here.
You see alright?
Yeah, gas on.
Car behind.
Yep, car behind. Cyclist.
Yep.
Yep.
Car's going the way we are, aren't they?
Alright, gas on.
Gas is on. Do you know what the noise is?
Handbrake again, not up. Gas off.
Gas is off.
Gas on.
What would you comment on the drive behind?
They're within 2 seconds. They're really close.
And is she angry, or is she singing to the radio?
She's singing to the radio. Yeah, she's definitely singing to the radio. Yeah, she's loving it as well. Proper going for it. Gas off.
Gas off. What are you gonna do here?
I'm gonna slow down. We're not gonna indicate because they'll get very confused. Gas on.
She stopped singing.
She's not as gas off. Gas on. A lot smoother this time.
Yeah, a lot riskier because we didn't have a car
gas
so
off.
Close behind before.
It's fine. Right. Gas on.
Gas on. So she's gone the other way. She's singing again now.
Yep, she's happier. Gas off.
Gas is off.
Gas on.
Gas on.
Alright, gas off.
Gas off. So who's behind now?
Another dude. He's indicating he's following us. He's not singing. Gas on. We got a car coming, so no, it's fine. Keep gas on. Gas off. Gas on. Postie van coming. Gas off.
Yep.
Alright, gas off, gas off. Let's slow down. Okay, he's actually allowing us to go. Gas on.
Who had priority here?
We did, but I don't know what he was going to do. Some people do try and push off. Here's a postie off.
I say thanks.
Gas on. No, I'm sure posties don't naturally do that.
So, like, I did the little thank you there. That's something that, as an instructor, I know you got your hands full here. But that's something we would encourage our learners to do, to do the thank you.
It's just polite, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got pedestrian crossing the road, no cars behind us.
How's that mirror? What sort of view are you getting out of that?
A lot of my head.
A lot of your head.
I'm seeing some seat in my head a lot. It's because I'm coming over to this way to get a good look around the bend. Alright, so there's nothing behind us. Keep gas on. Go slowly, of course, and then no trucks. No, that guy hasn't come back for his third run.
So you're going to put us in. Why don't you do a bit of steering and get us in?
Okay, when I've seen you do it, you grip it like that. You have a firm grip of the steering wheel. I'm a bit close though, but we're gonna stop here even.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed. So I went like that, but that's not a very firm grip. So really good grip that steering wheel.
I just put that in the end because when we do the dual controls lesson, we'll put steering in where you do have to intervene. But that's another story for another day. So the second time round, full of hazards again. How did it feel?
Good.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
It was. We didn't jolt. We were actually in line with gas and
because
gear.
you're making those decisions, what to do with the postie. I said what's priority. It wasn't the criticism. It's you knew we had priority, but you wanted to see what it was doing. That's fair enough. Fine. So now you really are thinking that instructor. Are you ready for the next level?
Yes, let's do it.
Are you ready?
I love it. Let's
to go to the next level? Because just to put it into context, this is your. I know I've said it many times. This is your first pass. I can't say it, your first part 3 session. And I like in this first one to give you a real feel what it's like to be a driving instructor. What do driving instructors do? They give directions. Yeah. They take control. They keep things safe. You've just been doing that. And what else do they do? A lot of the time, a lot of that.
Talking.
A lot of instruction.
I'm gonna have it.
which you started to do earlier on the road, where I said you didn't need to do that. But now knock yourself out. You can instruct away, right? So what we're going to do now, same block, so you know the route, you know it's difficult. What I want you to do is instruct me to drive around this block.
As if you
literally
knew.
This is the equivalent of me taking a small child and just throwing him in the deep end. Like, let's get on with that. So without any formal training about how to do this, I just want to see where we are.
So just to assess level, are you gonna know how to use controls and stuff like that? Or
When you say, for example, to get me moving off, you'd say clutch down, first gear, left foot get your bite, right foot cover gas.
Oh, okay, so I'm literally doing all of that.
How would I want you to check all round? Check if you want me to put a signal on, say how I'd put a signal on. Handbrake off, clutch slowly up. I won't stall. I'll bring it up how I should, but I'll only bring it up if you tell me to bring it up.
Okay.
Yeah. If you've forgotten something, I might just say, "Oh, should I bring my clutch up now?" I might just give you a little prompt. Say, "Look." So this will make you watch me. You won't be able to instruct me if you don't know what I'm doing, because you won't know what to say. There is no script. You are just going to see what I'm going to... And it sounds hard, doesn't it? You might be probably thinking, Christ, what? Have a go. Yeah. Now, it is a difficult route. We've said that. It's deliberate. You're going to try and instruct me around this block. If you can get me back here, through instructing me, you are like a god. Right? Seriously, if you can do that, we're just going to say, well, do you know what? Don't worry with the rest of the training. We'll just get your part 3, but we'll just do it. I am just joking. There is more. But if situations like have happened where you think, oh, I don't know what to say, I don't know what decision to make, I don't know what to tell him, jump in. Like you just did. Take control and take it away from me.
Okay.
If you can't get them words out, just take over. And then when you've taken over, just say, I'm going to give you control back and let me have control back. Right. It's a bit like, like those films where someone's flying a plane and the pilot dies. And, air traffic control, like, don't worry, going to talk you down, it'll be all right, we'll take you down, we'll get you landed. But you're sat here, so you can actually see what I'm doing. So you can see what I'm doing. And if you had to jump in, you could just take the controls. You won't have to take control of the steering wheel. I'm fine at steering.
Okay.
Happy for that challenge?
Let's give it a go. Okay, Howard, if you okay, okay, Howard.
Parking mode enabled.
That's the camera.
All right, cool. Okay, Howard, if you can clutch down,
yeah,
get your biting point, put yourself into first gear.
Oh.
All right. Get ready to move off with your left hand on the handbrake. Okay, so we're gonna push in your button. Right, let's look all around. So check your mirrors, check your okay, get ready now. All right, so we can move off now if you move off and start heading, but make sure you check your blind spot.
How do I do that? How do I move off?
Yeah, I have to do all of it, don't I? Right, okay.
I've got my finger in the button, I've got my foot on the floor. What am I doing? I haven't got the bite point yet.
Okay, lift the clutch up to about halfway while pushing the gas down to about halfway.
You can just say bite point, I know what that is.
Okay.
Got it.
Bite point on clutch, gas down a little bit.
Gas
okay.
down, yeah. So look.
Yep. Look, but hold on, we've got cars oncoming, so we're just going to wait to see what they do. Do your indicator, so indicate right, just so people know. Going out.
Mikey. It's a lot to do, isn't it?
There's a lot to do. Alright. Handbrake down, gas on.
So look.
Look on your blind spot, look in your blind spot.
Yeah.
Okay, put the gas down and lift your foot off the clutch.
Oh, yeah. Got it.
Alright, let go of the handbrake. Lift your foot off the gas, put your left foot on the clutch.
Turn the signal.
You turn the signal off. Okay. So, clutch in, foot off the gas.
Yeah.
To grab your handbrake.
Handbrake?
Okay. No, handbrake. You're kissing. Give it a second. Foot off the clutch, right foot on the gas. Okay, right foot off the gas, right foot on the brake, left foot on the clutch. Okay, come to a stop.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, left hand on the gear stick into first gear.
Got it.
Left foot bite point on your clutch. Right foot off the brake.
Got it.
Right foot on the gas and turn left. Okay, left foot off.
Can I bring the clutch up? Yeah.
Yeah, you can bring the clutch
Yeah,
up. Bring the clutch
now.
up.
Okay.
Yep. So come off the gas slow with your right foot. Put your left foot down on the clutch completely. Change into second gear.
Got it.
Left foot off the clutch and then right foot back on the gas.
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
Make sure we're checking all our mirrors. Make sure it's safe. Yep.
Nothing behind.
Nothing behind. Continue going ahead past these cars.
Okay.
Okay, so move your right foot off the gas.
Yeah. So do mirror signal?
Yeah, mirror signal.
Yeah.
Okay, oh, coming in quite slowly. Alright, slowly hit the brake and you can go right foot on the gas.
Oh, okay.
Right foot on the gas.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can...
Right foot on the gas?
Yeah, just keep going forward.
Yeah. Are we going next left?
Next left, yes.
Okay, so what do I have to do?
Signal left and check your mirrors.
Oh, yeah.
So check your mirrors.
Yeah.
Signal left.
Yeah.
You can keep your foot on the gas, actually. You can get the speed round. You don't need to put your clutch down.
Oh,
so
I just stay slow. I don't want to make you get in a muddle.
No. It's a lot to think about. Right. Okay, mirrors signal left. Come off the gas slightly, put your foot on the brake, just slow us down.
Yeah.
Alright, right foot back on the gas, you can move forward.
Yeah. Is there anything behind me?
Nothing behind you. Check your mirrors.
Oh, right, yeah.
Check mirrors. And we can just continue to go slower. It's still in the 20. It's really compact.
20's plenty, isn't it?
20's plenty.
I'm doing 15. Nothing's behind.
Oh, 15's fine. I think 15's a good speed on this road. There's a lot going on. Remember, we can check our mirrors periodically. Nothing behind us.
No, nothing behind.
Cyclists. Nothing oncoming.
Approaching a left-hand bend with parked cars on the left.
We are, so keep yourself positioned here. You can position out to the right just slightly so we can get a really good view around here. So just after this bend, signal left, and we're gonna start pulling up. And we're gonna, okay, so foot on the gas still, but slow, bring us in. So foot off the gas and slowly bring down the brake with your right foot till you come to a stop. Foot on the clutch, left foot on the clutch. I actually went to put my foot on the clutch. My foot instinctively went down there. Okay, you can turn off you can put your, handbrake up. Put the gear in neutral.
Yeah.
All right, and turn off the engine.
Can I take my feet off the pedals?
Yes.
Great. Good.
I'm not a god.
So it's a handful, isn't it? So there, basically, what that, and it's really good there's a video in this because you can watch this back when you're a driving instructor. Watch this.
I've got that.
Because you'll just see. I mean, you'll see where you're starting from because there's a lot in it. Just that. I mean, that's how mum and dad must do it. I mean, to be a front inside a car when mum and dad go out, because you think you've got to give directions. You've got to tell them what to do. They haven't got dual control, so you had the luxury of thinking, do you know what? If I can't get these words out, at least I can bring it to a stop.
Yeah.
But I think that was a very good crack at it, and it just shows you how frazzled do you feel?
Oh,
do you feel like? Whew,
to begin with, I felt like everything had just landed on top of me. Like I'd just been crushed by a ton of stuff, and I had to really just quickly start problem solving.
And so let's think now. Part of the reason for doing that is so you can see things through your learner's eyes. Because when your learner sits here, we would pick an easier route than this. This is way beyond a nursery route.
No.
You know, but imagine your pupil when you say, right, we're going to go around the block. They're like, that's a lot, isn't it? They've got a lot.
It's a lot.
And that's why we break things down into little steps and help them and all this, which we're going to be doing in the further. But just for you to see, I said to you, it's like throwing you in the deep end. This is what we shouldn't do to our pupils because it's overwhelming. And now we've had fun. I wouldn't have done this if you were like, you know, not enjoying it. You clearly, you know, up for it, getting something out of it. But it really just shows that, you know, your learners are daunted by this task of driving. Something we do in our sleep and could, you know, do without much thought is a big ask, isn't it? So just to get you to have that view of what that's like, sitting there as the learner, learning this new skill of being a driving instructor. Kind of just don't forget that. That's important because we need to remember that's how our learners feel. And I tell you what, with practice, our learners get better. And that's why every time we've repeated the exercise, so in true fashion, I'm aware we're a little bit over time.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Are
I'm
you
loving
happy
this.
to give this another go?
I can spend all day doing this.
Right.
I'm not gonna. I know you can't because you probably have other students, but this is.
But this is good, isn't it? This is we're in the zone here. So so you're gonna have another go, and just like with everything, once you've done it the second time, you get better. Imagine what you'll be like on the third, the fourth, the fifth times doing this. You will get exponentially better, and with my guidance, and you know, you are going to get there. You are going to be a driving instructor.
I'm going to have a lot of fun.
I hope so. Otherwise, I have to cut that bit out.
Look back. Well, I failed this part 3. We were very hopeful there. Right. Okay.
Okay. So I'll get the engine started because obviously I've got the key on my side.
Yeah, that's fine.
So.
Right.
Have another go, and if you need to jump in.
All right.
But if you can, and hey, forgot to say, you got round there, you didn't jump in. Apart from the end, you just forgot the clutch down. You nearly did it, but congratulations, you got me round. By doing it. The first T junction, you got me to stop. That was a good strategy to do that. The second one, you try to get me out on the move. Get me to stop, honestly.
Okay.
Give yourself a moment to think, right, look, and go out. Because, yeah, that would just make it easier. something we would do with our learners at early stages is just to break it down. So yeah, give yourself an easy job. So try not to get out of these T junctions on the move, multitasking, thinking, looking, assessing, deciding, gear changing and all that, because it's quite hard, isn't it? Because you've got to say stuff as well. How quick do you have to talk for that? So you can pause things if you want. Yeah, and it was good. So here we go again, second attempt.
Right, okay, so indicate right, or push up on your indicator.
I haven't checked. What if there was a cyclist coming
Of
and
course.
he thought I was going to play it in front of him?
Of course he did, yeah. Right, okay, let's do this properly. Let me think when I'm driving.
In part 2, did we talk about POM?
Position, observation, maneuver.
Prepare,
Observe.
think of that.
Why do I
Order,
always think it's...
prepare the car,
No, you know
then
what?
observe,
Yeah.
and then if it's safe, we could signal and move.
That's right, because for some reason I always think it's position. I don't know why I always get that wrong.
That's it. So we're going to do sessions on this to do it like properly, but this is just to see, like I say, see where you are, see what your stress threshold's like, what you like coping with this, just to give you a go at doing it. The training's going to come.
Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so I'll start with check all mirrors.
But if I prepare the car
Prepare the
first,
car, of course.
what would I need to do to get the
You
car
put
ready?
so you'd go on the bike. You'd go.
Imagine, put yourself in my seat. Think,
Okay, so left foot would go down the clutch. I put the car into first gear.
that's it. Now that's how you want to be thinking.
Right.
Thinking about, there's no script for this. You do what you do, and now you're on gas. So clutch down, first gear.
I'd then put my right foot on the gas. I'd get the car. I'd get my left. I would. I'm just thinking. So, all right. I'd then getting the car prepared to move off.
I don't know how to do that.
Right, no, I'm just thinking how I did. So I would then put the car into biting point.
Left foot bite.
Left foot bite.
Yep.
I would then I would now check mirrors,
Yeah.
signal right, left hand on the handbrake, get the button in. Okay, there's a car oncoming, so we're just going to wait to see what he does. We're going to wait a minute. It doesn't matter, we're not in a rush. Okay. The car's done, right? Okay, check your right side. Okay, you can now put the handbrake down and put the gas on, and pull the your left foot off the clutch.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yep.
Right.
Okay. A bit of a rocky start, but that's good. That's good. We're making progress. Okay, now left hand off the handbrake, left foot on the clutch, right foot off the gas, and going to second gear.
Yeah.
Left foot back off the clutch, right foot back on the gas slowly, and we follow the road round. Okay, so now right foot off the brake and slowly bring down the gas while putting your left foot on the clutch. Left foot on the clutch.
Ignore what you just said there.
Right.
Because
So
you
left
said it
foot
the
on-
wrong way around.
yeah, left foot-
You said right
brake.
foot come off your brake and put the gas down. We are literally coming up to a T junction.
Okay, so
I've stopped. I overruled you there.
It's
I've
fine.
just stopped. I
Okay.
ignored what you just said. Right.
Yeah. Okay, so first gear. Right. Okay, biting point with left
Got it.
left foot, and right foot on the gas. But let's. Yeah, actually, we should be.
I haven't got the
handbrake.
handbrake on.
We don't have the handbrake on.
Just-
There's no point putting it on now. We're about to
No.
move
All
off.
right. It's
Okay,
silent.
so right foot on the gas.
Yeah.
Check your mirrors and move off. Left foot.
left
Right
foot
foot. Left foot off the clutch,
off the clutch.
Off
It
the
is
clutch.
off the clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and keep the gas on with your right foot.
So see what's behind.
Check your mirrors.
Yeah. It's clear. Nothing behind.
Yep.
Nothing's overtaken.
Okay, take your right foot off the gas, left foot on the clutch and move into second gear. Left foot off the clutch and right foot back on the brake.
Very good.
Check your mirrors because we've changed
Yeah, there's a red
speed.
car in the distance, but he's
But
parking.
he's parking, yes. So you can keep your right foot on the gas.
So the T junction, get me to stop.
Right, of course.
I know I'm going left, don't worry about the direction.
Okay. So mirrors. Right foot off the gas. Left foot on the clutch, and with your right foot slowly press down the brake till you come to a stop. So
Stop before the giveaway lines?
Stop before the giveaway lines.
Okay.
Okay, so handbrake, right foot off the brake.
Yeah.
Move while your left foot's on the clutch. Change to first gear. Get biting point again. Right foot, and now check your mirrors because we've got a car coming to the right.
Yeah, so look left and right.
Check left and right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've got a car coming. We've got a car coming. Another car coming from the left. So let's see what they're doing. There's another car coming, so we'll just wait.
Yeah, nothing behind. So
Nothing behind. So yeah, we're good to go. Handbrake down. Gas on. Left foot off the clutch.
So gas on, then left foot off the clutch. Is that the right order? So it seems a bit bumpy when I do that. So
Yeah.
bring the clutch up, then the gas on.
Yeah, clutch up, then gas.
Taxi behind.
Taxi
Now this, we're gonna
Okay, stop. Right,
come out of roll
Okay.
because look at this taxi behind us. What we don't want to do, let's just let him go past.
Okay.
Let him go. All right. Because the last thing you want to do with this is have that going on. Okay, so I'm going to get around this corner
Continue. Okay.
and nothing behind, back to you.
Okay. Right. So you can keep your right foot on. Okay. Right. So right foot off the gas. Put right foot on the brake. Keep the left in the clutch.
Done it.
Okay. So.
Should I signal?
Yeah, signal, mirrors, signal, right foot on the gas, and bring your clutch up.
Your light?
No, okay, stay still. So
yeah,
don't go
that's
anywhere.
good.
Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
Okay, so put your gas down and bring up your clutch. Right foot off the gas.
Yeah.
Bring your clutch down and move into second gear. Bring your clutch up and push your right foot on the gas. And that feels much better. That's much better. Check your mirrors because we've changed speed.
Yeah. Just going to ease off the gas in case someone runs out behind that bus.
Good idea. Yeah.
And look,
like that woman. Yeah.
nearly did.
Yeah. Okay, right foot off the ease off the gas with your right foot.
Yeah.
Okay, now you can put a little bit more pressure on the gas, but just a little, and we can go down this corner very slowly. Check your mirrors to make sure there's nothing coming. Right, so check mirrors and then indicate left.
Got it.
Right, so now what we're going to do is you can keep going, keep a little bit of pressure on the gas,
Am I putting up?
and you're going to pull up here on the left. So right foot off the gas and slowly put your left foot, put your left foot down on the clutch.
Yeah.
And brake with your foot. Yeah. Okay. While you're doing that, while you've got your feet in that position, put up your handbrake, put your gear in neutral, take your feet off the accelerated controls, and turn off your engine. That is hard. That is hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Very good. So I come out of roll just purely because of the taxi. Because while we're doing this, it's important for me to have, I'm when you're doing your lessons, when we get to section 2, when you're putting your lessons together, big aspect of that is how you manage risk. So just to say, I'm managing the risk there, and the risk I thought is too high to be doing this exercise with old taxi, because if one wrong word, if I did it, I'd so we just best to get rid of him and then carry on. And that's something you could do with your learners. You might pick the perfect nursery room, but the minute you move off, sod's law is get a courier van or a taxi close, And the pupil was just like, whoa, I can't even concentrate. Like, I don't know how you felt when I said, oh, that, look at him, taxi. You can start to think, oh my God, don't you? The words don't flow so well. The learner doesn't flow so well either. So we can just manage risk and get rid of, and then go in.
Okay.
You know, the other risk you were dealing with in front of the car, the risks from behind are greater.
Okay.
You know, people run into the back of learners a lot. And the instructors can prevent that, but I didn't want to expose you to that today. It's just easier to get rid of it. Then we can carry on. And that's what you could do. You could take that control. You know, like I took control and pull up. Later on, you'll be just grabbing that control. So how do I get rid of him? Let him go. Now back to you and hand it back as I did. But you could do that from that seat, couldn't you?
I could, yes.
So on the second run round, how did you feel? Did it get easier?
No. No, it actually felt really difficult. Actually, I felt better on the first one than I did the second one, I'm not going to lie.
Well, I was being a bit more... I was looking for more, wasn't I? Because when we moved up, I think, prepare, observe, move. And so I was given a few little prompts to say, well, how do you want me to look? Or what do you want me to do with the clutch? And things like that.
It's a lot to think about because you're not actually driving. Because when you're driving, you do it naturally. You don't think about it. It just happens. But when you have to put into context and actually put on paper and look at it objectively, it becomes something new.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's difficult. So what we've learned there is we've introduced the instructor's workplace that your responsibilities and the actions that you're doing. Yes, you give route directions. You can take control. You can intervene when needed, and we will spend more time doing this more formally and properly. And you instruct. You give directions and instructions, and your awareness has to be like all over, doesn't it? And I think we've put you in that position today where you really kind of get that now. You think, right, yeah, do you know what? That's where we are today on day one. Think where we'll be after 40 hours.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
You know, and that's where we're going to take you, so you can do that and nail it.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting journey. I'm really excited, to be honest.
So because we run a bit over time, and I don't want to make you late.
Oh no,
we'll head back to the thing. So I'm not in roll. I'm just going to drive back and
okay.
Well, actually, saying that, let me just get out of here.